States Agency for International Development to deliver his message.
Good morning, Undersecretary Adobo, Assistant Secretary Calderon, Ambassador Concepcion, colleagues from the Asian Development Bank, friends and colleagues from the environment community, including law enforcement, civil society, as well as the media. It's a real pleasure to be here on this beautiful morning, World Wildlife Day, March 3rd, under this very wonderful and beautifully organized event. And we really appreciate all the effort from the DNR, other agencies, partnership with ADB. This is a very well-organized event, and I think it raises very important attention on the theme of combating illegal wildlife trade. I'm very glad to join you all, and I represent the United States government and USAID, which is the lead U.S. government for international development and disaster assistance, with partner countries, including the Philippines. I've been in your country for almost 2 years, and during that time, I've witnessed firsthand the strong partnership and relationship between the Philippines and the United States, which we have built through many years and will be sustained through our rich historical ties. We commend the Biodiversity Management Bureau for focusing on the World Wildlife Day global theme of sustaining all life on Earth. Today, we are highlighting the critical issue that both the Philippines and the United States government work on, which is combating the multi-billion-dollar illegal trade of wildlife species and wildlife products. The illegal wildlife trade not only directly threatens the status of illegally traded species, but also indirectly threatens the sustainability of plant and animal species that we as humans depend on. USAID sees illegal wildlife trade as an increasingly destructive and dangerous threat to our planet's biodiversity and sustainable development. Recently, however, we have seen significant strides around the world in addressing the illegal wildlife trade. The United States government signed the National Strategy for Combating Wildlife Trafficking in 2014, which articulates guiding principles and priorities for U.S. actions in intensifying enforcement laws, international agreements that protect wildlife while eliminating demand for illegally traded wildlife species and products. Building upon this strategy, the U.S. government also passed into law the Eliminate, Neutralize, and Disrupt Wildlife Trafficking Act of 2016. The law mandates the U.S. government identify countries that are sources, transits, or end markets for illegal wildlife trade. In the State Department's November 2017 report, the Philippines is one of 26 focus countries where the United States government will coordinate and concentrate its resources to halt the poaching, trafficking, and trade of our imperiled species. And USAID has committed to work with the Department of Environment and Natural Resources and partners and other law enforcement agencies, local government units, civil society, university, and communities to stamp out illegal wildlife trade through the USAID Protect Wildlife project. Since Ambassador Kim launched Protect Wildlife in 2017, USAID and DNR and other partners have enhanced the enforcement of environment and wildlife laws. Since the launch, we have trained close to 2,000 men and women from government agencies, law enforcement units, and communities to become frontliners in the fight against wildlife and environmental crimes. By investing in people and a stronger and more coordinated response, we are making progress in related to environmental and wildlife crimes. As an example of this multi-agency effort of our enforcement partners, in Palawan, 10 live pangolins were rescued in October 2019, as well as 20 pangolins recently in January 2020. We have also helped strengthen the implementation of local environmental laws and policies in the sites where we work, as well as formalizing enforcement protocols and procedures for partner agencies. At the national level, USAID is supporting DNR in facilitating public consultations to amend the Philippines Wildlife Resources Conservation and Protection Act, which my colleague from ADP mentioned previously. Updating this law will increase its deterrent value, make it more responsive to changes in technology and wildlife trafficking trends, and improve regulations at both the national and local level. USAID also supports innovations in enforcement. This includes the development of the Biodiversity Resource Access Information Network, or the BRAIN system, for the Palawan Council for Sustainable Development, or PCSD. BRAIN is an online tool as well as an offline platform that combines enforcement coordination, monitoring, online permitting, and public reporting systems to help PCSD respond to environmental and wildlife crimes. We have also supported the development of a mobile app called Wild Alert, which will help DNR personnel in wildlife identification and wildlife crime reporting.